Okay.
Seriously, that damn thing flashed when you did that stupid noise. It scared the shit out of me.
So, yeah, that's not A. Okay.
Okay.
Allie has the run-in with Mrs. Grunwald. Calls her Mrs. Grunwald.
Yes, she does.
Here's the thing. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if Allie knew that was her grandmother, chances are that she'd be calling her grandmother. Then again, she might not know. Or she might not call her that. Maybe they're just not close, whatever. But even my grandmother, I'm not too close with, but I still call her grandmother. And I barely know her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not really thinking that there's that connection. I don't think that we're going to find out that that's her grandmother. I think that there's another, like, a different kind of connection. Like, maybe Grunwald actually went there to save Bethany Young. Maybe she's Bethany Young's grandmother.
Yep.
And she thought it was Bethany that got buried, whatever. I really honestly believe that she pulled Bethany out of the fucking ground. I don't believe it was Allie. I believe that, honest to God, I don't believe it was Allie anymore. Like, I really don't. I don't believe anything that they say. But I don't think that, I mean, I believe that maybe Mrs. D has some, or Mrs. Grunwald has some kind of connection to her, but I don't think it's as a grandmother. I think she might have more of a connection to the Bethany Young than Allie.
Well, considering how fast these next few seasons are supposed to blast us through,
Yeah.
we'll be finding out soon enough.
We'll see. Like I said, this episode was pretty good. I'm thinking, though, that we're going to wind up being disappointed next week, because that's how it always happens. We have a good episode, and then we have, like, 4 bad ones, and then we'll have one more good one, and then we'll... You know what I mean?
Nothing like optimism, people.
Well, I do. I hope that, like, it happens, and it's like, boom, episode after episode, like, it's great, but what does Spencer say? Hope breeds eternal misery?
Hope is a 4-letter word. She says a lot about hope.
Yeah, I know.
A dirty 4-letter word.
Then we see Grunwald grab Allie's hand. Boom, right there. Me and Gianna both looked at each other. She knows that Allie did not kill Mona. We know that she, like, when she touches somebody, oh, you've been touched by the one that Allison fears the most.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So...
She touched that dog. She knew its name.
Yeah. Like, we know that by touching, that's where she gets her whatever she sees, whatever. So, and then she says to Allie, I'm going to pray for you, blah, blah, blah. Because she obviously... We automatically think, everybody's thinking like, oh, it's because she's going to jail for murdering her and she's going to pray for her because she did something bad. No, she's going to pray for her because she's being wrongly accused of murdering somebody she didn't murder.
I felt absolutely terrible for her.
And I don't like Allison, and I felt bad for her. But then we go to Jason watching the tape with, you know, whatever, and he says, well, that could be my sister. First of all, he grew a set of balls, but he gave her up like that. Like, there was just, like, literally... My thing is he should not have said, well, that could be my sister. Yeah, she wasn't there on Thanksgiving, whatever. I think he could have handled it a little bit more, like...
With tact?
Well, they would obviously put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
If he wanted to say, like, okay, I need to come honest with you. I need to come clean with you. She wasn't there on Thanksgiving. She left for a little bit, but I don't know who's on that tape. Obviously, I can't see their face. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And let them put 2 and 2 together.
Exactly.
But he just, oh, well, it could be my sister. It looks like her. Okay.
Innocent until proven guilty.
But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he just fucking gave her up. Like, holy fuck. But, I don't know. So then... we go to the house and the police sirens, and she says to him, like, Allie says to him,
Can you stall them?
Can you stall them for a little bit? And it was sad. So.
It was. And I mean, she runs outside and the girls are standing there and they stop her.
Bad girls, bad.
I was disappointed in them at that point.
Although I am happy that she didn't run away again.
Well, so am I.
We wouldn't have seen her for fucking ever.
Exactly. But the thing of it is that, like, she even said, you know, don't say I didn't warn you.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what happened at the end of the episode.
Yepper. So, she's arrested.
Obviously, to anyone with a face, you should know. And I'm saying it that way, honestly. You should know that Allie is not A. Let's be realistic here already.
I mean, honestly, like, if they didn't slap us in the face with it enough.
Like Mrs. Vanderwall getting bitch slapped with it.
Yeah. Like, literally, like, oh, here you go, it's Allie. Oh, here you go.
There was a hashtag, Allie is A.
Yeah.
Ezra is A. Blah, blah, blah is A. My cat is A. Like, okay.
She's not A. Unless she's all fucking, like, just mental and literally has, like, no, what would you call it, empathy.
And she's able to set off fireworks from a prison?
Yes, unless she is just, like, fucking, like, a Jesus. She's not A.
Yes. She bribed the guards to let her shoot off some fireworks.
So, now Grunwald, here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Grunwald touched Allie's hand, whatever, saw that she didn't do it. Now I feel like Grunwald's going to go to Hannah. Not that they're not going to know now that she didn't do it.
Right.
Well,
duh.
I mean, she technically could have still murdered her, but they're saying that they thought she was A. But now Grunwald is definitely going to confirm with Hannah that she didn't do it. Like, no, she didn't do it. Oh my God, Mike. Like, Mike, really? What is going on? Why did you do this to me, Mike? That was so sad. Oh my God. And he was correct. He was 100% right. He wants everybody to stop being so fake and being like,
oh, she was so nice. She wasn't nice.
He knows that she wasn't nice. You know what I mean? Like, obviously they had a connection, but like, he knows that she wasn't that person. Like,
and he's 100% correct in saying, well, maybe if these people said this to her while she was still here,
instead of making her feel like
she
did.
loser
The girls,
Mona.
Now, the girls had every right to be pissed off at her. The girls had every right to be pissed off at her, shut her out completely. Do I feel like she was trying to redeem herself? Yes. But let's be real here. There was a point where she was trying to redeem herself, and then 2 seconds later, we would see her on screen being creepy Mona again. Do you know what I mean?
That's
so
what
the
I
girls.
loved about her.
No, I did too. But I'm saying the girls had every right to be pissed off at her. Everybody else, however, they didn't have this stuff happen to them. You know what I mean? The torturing, everything like that, this didn't happen to everybody in the school. Or, you know what I mean? It didn't happen to all these people. So, like, they were judging based on what happened to other people. So, I don't know. It was just a little... He was right in saying that. But, okay.
He broke our hearts.
He did, and then he started crying.
When he was sobbing, and then Arya standing there crying, whatever, but... Oh, my God.
Yeah, we should have been focused on him more.
Yes, but her face was on the fucking screen.
Yes, but I'm saying...
And he was crying in the other room.
We should have seen him crying in the other room instead of fucking Arya's stupid face. No one cares. That was Mike's moment. It shouldn't have been about Arya. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Alright, so bye, Paige. Again, leave. Get on your flight and go.
Well, it seemed like we said. It seemed like she wanted to piece the fuck out of there.
She did. She seemed very eager.
And not only that, but when Emily said to her that Allie was in jail, her words weren't like... Oh, really? They arrested her?
She wasn't surprised.
She wasn't surprised or anything. Her words were, she'll get out.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
Very.
Didn't make any sense.
No.
Alright, so then we go to the end. Spencer's in her house, and in walks the cops.
Well, no. The cops are in the house, and in walks Spencer.
I thought it was the other way around.
No, they were standing there talking to her father. It was Toby and Tanner. And...
So, there's enough evidence to prove that the murders were related, and
DA is dropping the charges.
Yeah,
it's
Spencer.
Over Spencer.
Yay.
Yes.
Free
yes,
Spencer.
Yes. Thank God, first of all, about that, because I love Spencer. Love her. Love her.
But I was sick of hearing about it.
But seriously, like, we know that the bitch did not kill Bethany Young. Like, be done with it. It should not have been a storyline, for Christ's sake.
And I've seen people, like, actually, like, questioning Spencer. I don't understand.
That's all because of the whole.
Like, do you guys
Spencer-
watch the same show that we watch, Jeffrey Sewell?
Nothing like calling him out.
Well, let me just tell you something, because you really pissed me off today.
Oh boy, here we go.
The thing is, you guys know that we are firm believers in the fact that Ren is A. Let me tell you something. We would love to be wrong. We probably will be wrong because it seems like nobody is correct. But the thing is, if you guys want to believe that Ren is not A,
That's fine.
that is fine. But do not count him out because he's not in Rosewood.
Because his name is
Allison.
tossed in there quite a bit
he
either
is
way.
still prominent in the story. They mention his name a lot. You know, he might not be there, but he's still present. They're making sure that we don't forget about Ren. Allison wasn't on the show for the first 3 seasons except for in flashbacks. And now look. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't count somebody out just because they're not there. Jeffrey. You pissed me off before. Shut your little Massachusetts mouth. Isn't that where he's from, Massachusetts? Kill him. So, other than that, we go to the end. The girls are all like, "Ow, look at the fireworks! Whoa!" And then all of a sudden there's a fucking A. Well, don't you all feel bad? Don't you all feel like a piece of shit? Because you're wrong. Once again. They're always wrong. Like, whatever they start thinking, whenever they start pointing fingers at somebody, what they actually need to do is be like, you know what? Who do we suspect the least? Let's blame Tippy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. They need to just, like, reverse it. Whoever's, like, the least suspect is actually the one who is A. So other than that.
On to other things here. We were favorited 4 times tonight by ABC Family PLL,
Yeah.
as in the real Pretty Little Liars on Twitter. And now somebody's telling me, look what Margaret Lean King tweeted, and that was our tweet. I don't know what you mean. But anyway, the one where I was like, somebody asked, who is A? And I was like, wait for it. In response.
Okay.
Oh, she knows. Okay, sorry, never mind.
But anyway, so next week looks awesome. Allie's behind bars. Where she belongs.
Shut up.
Alongside with Arya. If those two would just stay, those two, Ezra and Paige, I wish they would all just go to jail and never be released. So, other than that,
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
That's it. So those are our recaps. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
As we did.
It was very good.
Yes,
I liked it. Through a
we
glass
enjoyed
darkly.
Okay, Grunwald.
So, alright, that's it, guys.
Peace.
Peace. Let us know what you thought.